This is Randy with Tower Power Gaming, and I'd like just to talk to you real briefly. What I do with the company, I'm just mostly between work and school. I do a little support with these guys, and I help with assembling models, paste coding, priming, and with regard to the games that we're going to be playing, in my matchup against Jeff, I'll be playing the Harvesters of Sorrow, and I'll be planning to take in the Avatars of Gore, Archdemon Peter, and of course Sebastian, with him being the only Archon currently. And it's not a very complicated strategy. The Avatars of Gore, since they're an upgrade, they get changed to a lot of ranged weapons. But as long as I have Peter covering them, to not only give them the extra firepower and to cover up the Warlockers after they use them to get some new weapons, but to take advantage of their multi-weapon fighting. As far as Sebastian goes, with a little study into our general rulebooks to take a look at all the other sample units, I'll be looking at the army he plans to use, and since Sebastian can take any 4 passive traits of his choosing, or my choosing more technically, I can adapt him to what may possibly be my opponent's play style, depending on what I know about my opponent Jeff. So, that's it for now, and I'll see you guys later.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth with Tower Power Gaming, and I am the writer for the rulebook and the clan books. Pretty much all I do is I take what comes out of the sometimes brilliant and sometimes weird mind of the mad scientist Gene Valdez and put it onto paper. In the upcoming tournament that we're supposed to be doing for Magdalena Valdez, Gene's mother, I'm actually supposed to be playing Death Ancient Society, which of all the stories that were written, that one really got my attention the most. Basically with the army itself, it's meant to be a ground running force. You're supposed to get in as close as you can and try and either annihilate or turn your enemies. Which, as is explained in the book, turning your enemies just gives you control of their army. Overall, pretty much the tactics that I intend to use are going to be fairly simple. It's just going to be rush them in as quickly as possible. Other than that, there's not really a whole lot I can say about what I intend to do, as we've been playing a few minor games here and there, and I haven't really tried out very much the tactic that I'm going to use because I don't really want anybody to see what exactly I'm going to do until the actual tournament game. But pretty much that's about all I really intend to do with the Death Ancient Society in this particular tournament, and I hope I win.
Hi, my name is Cedric. I work for Tower Power Gaming. My primary duties are item creation. That includes weapons, armors, grenades, cannons, big stuff, things that blow stuff up. I also assist in the duties that Miss Elizabeth and Mr. Randy over there do. Where's that? I am a game tester for Tower Power Gaming. So, meaning I make sure that all the imperfections are noticed and frowned upon. And the clan I'm playing for the tournament is called Taizen. It was the first clan that was actually set in stone alongside the Dragoo. I've test played both of these clans and they are pretty deadly. That's what I'm doing. I'm for the tournament. Like I said, I'm using Taizen, which is a buttload of mages who like to use guns. My tactics usually involve blowing stuff up. Because they have what Warhammer players would consider devastators. Why? Because they did very, very much damage in very, very little time. Things blew up. That's what I do.
Some call me a visionary. Some call me the Muffin Man. But to others, I'm just the mad scientist, Gene Valdez, creator of Gator Nefarious and the owner of Tower Power Gaming. What I do is I make games. I've been a role player for a long time, 29 years old. Started when I was 10 years old doing role playing. I started getting into miniature wargaming about the age of, I'd say 11, and didn't have a whole lot of people to play with. As a matter of fact, it was my brother and my mother, just starting out. Later on, I started going to a lot of the game stores and found that I was pretty good. And throughout the years, I've always liked to modify rules and try them out with other people. And people seem to like my rules. So in the here and now, skipping past all of the things you've probably read on the website, I'm making a miniature war game called Gator Nefarious. And what I will be playing at the tournament is the Disciples. If you want to go into a little bit of detail about them, they were once with Jan Jacob Nefarious. They were the 12 individuals he selected personally to lead his army to greatness. And once you actually get to that clan book, which is not coming out for a while, but they are the base units and one ancient, which is the only ancient featured in this rule book. Essentially what happens in the story, a little tidbit, if you will. The Disciples and Nefarious have a falling out. I'll just leave it at that. I don't want to spoil, no spoilers please, no spoilers. But essentially I'll be playing the Disciples. What I plan on taking is, I'm going to take some Death Jesters, some Thrill Seekers, and I'm going to take Jack. My Tactica, if you want to call it that, well, we're not in the 41st millennium. My tactics, as they were, as they are, and as they always shall be, use the Thrill Seekers, run straight up the board. Get them in a position, start dwindling down terrain in the area. I don't care if it's end of days or not. I'm going to dwindle down the area. I'm going to use the Death Jesters to pretty much just flood the rest of the board until Jack can get in position to start bouncing things around the terrain. Or just the table in general. I want to thank you for taking time to watch this video. It is edited also by this guy named Gene. He's a really cool guy. Looks like me. Talks like me. He is me. Like I said, thank you for watching the video, and if you're going to war game, blow stuff up. See you in the next video.